Hi there, welcome to High School Maths. Today we're going to be looking at tally marks and frequency tables and then converting that information into a bar graph. So we've got an example here for people in a class of 32 pupils picking their favourite fruit. And what we're going to do is take all that information, which is a lot of information at the top, and put it into a nice, easy to read frequency table. We're going to do this using tally marks. Now the best way to do this so that you don't miss any out is to go along one by one on the list and just do a tally mark for each one and then cross it out. So if we look at the first one, we've got apple. We're going to put a tally mark for apple. We're going to do them quite small because I've got a small box, and then cross it out. Now if you're doing it from a textbook, you can't do that, but you're still going along one at a time, so you should be able to keep track. Next one, apple, cross it out, tally mark. Banana, tally mark, make sure you put it in the correct box. Orange, and we're just going to go through the whole list, putting our tally marks down so we don't miss any out. When we get to the fifth one, remember, we put a little line across to make it into a gate, and that shows that we've got 5 tally marks for apple. Next row. And we'll just keep going until we get to the end of the list. It won't take too long, although it might seem like forever. It looks like Apple's going to win. Okay, so that's how it's got all our information into the frequency table using tally marks. Now what we're going to do is count that up, and you can see rather than looking at a big list, it's much easier to see which is the most popular here. If we take that and convert it into numbers, it's going to make it even easier. So for the top one, we've got 5, 10, 11. So our frequency is just the number of tally marks we've got. So that's 11, 3, 9, 7, and 2. Now, there were 32 pupils in the class, so hopefully that adds up to 32. So that's 11 out of 3 is 14, 23, 30, 32. So that checks out. We've not missed any. And if you go through it systematically, you shouldn't. So what we're now going to do is take that information and put it into a bar graph. Now, I've kind of sketched out the beginnings of the bar graph here. We've got the favourite fruit title, and we're going to put the different types of fruit. So types of fruit on the bottom. I'll try and squeeze that in here. And again, when you're doing a bar graph, you should keep everything spaced out nice and equally so that everything looks fair and there's no kind of skewing of the statistics. So I'm going to start at the bottom here. We're going to leave a space, and we've got 5 fruits, so that should give us plenty of space if we go do two boxes for each fruit. So we've got apple in the first one, then a space, then another 2 boxes, orange, then a space, and another 2 boxes, banana, oh, I'm having to write that really tiny, and another 2 boxes, grapes, and another 2 boxes here, and pear. Remember, the goal is to use as much of the bar graph as the space on the graph as you possibly can to make it as full as possible. So you could extend that. You could have each box being 3 boxes, or you could have 2 boxes in between, as long as everything stays the same. What we're going to do is plot that information. So again, you would use a ruler to keep this nice and neat. I'm going to use the rectangle tool. And for apple, we had 11. Oh, sorry. What have I forgot? I went and forgot the y-axis here, honestly. So the y-axis is the number of people who picked, or you could put frequency. I think number of people is a wee bit easier to read because you know what that means. It's the number of people who picked each fruit. Frequency would be fine, though. And we're going to start, it goes up to 11 here. So we've got 20 boxes here. So we're going to have to be kind of careful how we do this. Probably the easiest way is just to go up in ones. So we start at 0, always. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And remember, the numbers are going on the line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll go up one more just to make it complete. Okay, so we got a little bit of space above the graph. We could keep going, but there's no more information above that, so we don't need any more numbers. If we were to go up in anything less than ones, then we would run out of space. So 0, 1, 2 up to 12. First one was Apple. We're going to use a wee rectangle tool. We're going to go to the 2 boxes for Apple. I'm going to go up to 11, which was the most popular one here, and just do the same for the rest, along and up 3. Make sure you line it up perfectly. This one is 9. That's quite a tall bar there. Grapes were 7. And pear was 2. Per pear. Okay, and again, you can colour these in any colour you want just to make it a little bit more visual. It is entirely up to you. That's not necessary, but I think it makes the graph just look quite complete and quite nice to look at. Let's see, we'll go for red. Oh, it's not working. Let's try that again. Red, and we'll go for the last one. What colour will we do there? Let's go for a sky blue. There we go. Okay, so that's how tally marks and frequency tables work, and that's how we convert the information into a bar graph. Hopefully you found that useful. For other videos and resources, please visit www.highschoolmaths.co.uk, and if you liked the video, click that like button and subscribe, and please remember to share the video. Thanks for watching, and have a math magical day.